Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Supatantikam Vandeham Shri Gurum Sivitapatakamadam Shri Gurum Vaishnavamsya Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunathamidam Tam Sajivam Sadvaidam Savadudam Parijana Saidam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sagana Lalita Shri Shakhamitam Sya He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpade Gopesha Gopika Kanda Radha Kanda Namatsuru Tapta Kanjana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshri Shabano Sude Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha Kalpadarubecha Kripa Sindhu Bevacha Patidanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namo Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Nidanamine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunivadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktanam Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Jaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudhirayet Nashtaprayeshu Vadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevai Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naistiki Mukam Karoti Vachanam Pankam Dangayadegiri Yat Kripatamaham Mande Shri Gurum Dinadari Paramananda Madhavam Shri Chaitanyamishram Yonda Pravishya Mama Vachimamam Prasuktam Sanjeeva Yathi Akila Shakti Daratsudamnam Anyam Chahasna Charana Sravana Turadin Pranam Namo Bhagavate Purushaya Tubhyam Jayadam Sardo Pangorma Mamandamadhirgati Vasarvasva Padam Pojo Radha Mohanu Amadidevam Karunanidhanam Tamara Varnam Suhidavatar Apara Samsara Samudra Sedum Bhajamahe Bhagavadasya Rupam Paramananda Pathaya Premavarshi Aksharayade Sarvada Sarvachebhyaya Sri Krishnaya Namostume Guruve Gaurachandraya Radhikaya Tadalaye Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tad Bhaktaya Namo Hare Krishna Hari Om Tat Sat. So welcome all the devotees for today's Srimad Bhagavatam class. So we are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto, fifth chapter, 36 text onwards. Kurvana yatra karmani bhagavachikshaya sakrudat grananti gunanamani krishnasya smaranti cham. Kurvana yatra karmani bhagavachiksha Yasakrit Rananti Gunanamani Krishnasya Smaranti Cha. Uma.
Dekshna. Purvana yatra karmani bhagavachikshaya sakrit grinanti gunanamani krishnasya anusmaranti cha.
Jubi Madaji.
Krishna Prabhu. Kurvana yatra karmani bhagavachikshya sakril grinandi gunanamani krishnasya smaranti cha.
Sini Madaji.
Kurvana yatra karmani bhagavachikshaya sakrit grinandi gunanamani krishnasya smarananti cha.
Please read the translation also.
While performing duties according to the order of Sri Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, one constantly remembers him, his names, and his qualities.
Very good. While performing duties according to the order of Sri Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, one constantly remembers him, his names and his qualities. Guna, Rupa, Nama, Leela. Okay, Nama, Rupa, Guna, Leela. So, when we perform our duties in accordance with the rules and regulations that is given in the scriptures, we'll automatically remember it. We don't have to specifically endeavor for that. If you are following the rules and regulations that is stipulated in the Vedas, in the scriptures like Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, We don't have to specifically endeavor to remember it. We'll automatically remember it. So that is one good thing. So we have to always, what we should do, we should remember his names, qualities. Whenever we are doing any activities, we should connect that activity to Krishna conscious activities. So as I have always been telling, whatever activities we may be doing, even materially, connect that to Krishna. How? Simply, somebody is fond of singing. Let them sing devotional songs. Somebody is very talented in singing. What they should do, how they can dovetail that, sing devotional song, glorify the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Automatically, our consciousness will get purified. Somebody is very good in cooking. They have to think that this is for offering to Krishna. This bhaga should be offered to Krishna. So I should give the best ingredients. I should cook very nicely. With that consciousness, if you are cooking, automatically we are remembering Krishna. Because in the back of the mind, okay, they should become nice ingredients should be, used, because it is for Krishna's pleasure. So automatically we'll remember it. Similarly, in the office also, we are going for, working in the office to get some money. Why I need money? I have to survive. I have to raise my children and other family members in Krishna conscious way. So like that, each and every activity can be dovetailed in the service of Krishna. So that's why here it is said by Narada Maharshi to Vyasadeva, while performing duties. So it's not necessary that duties means only spiritual activities. Any activity that we are doing, we have to do according to the order of Krishna. That means we have to remember him always. So automatically, even at the time of leaving the body, is a final moment, final exam. What is the final exam? For all of us, the final exam is while leaving the body. That time we should be Krishna conscious. Only then we will be eligible to go back home, back to order. Otherwise, we have to take birth again in the womb of another mother. So it's a must that we have to live our life in accordance with the instruction given by Sri Krishna in various scriptures. So it has, Prabhupada has made it very easy for us. Why? Because he has given a very good devotional package from the time we get up till the time we go to sleep. We are engaged in spiritual activities. But in the morning, we are taking bath. Okay, we are taking bath. We are not going to Ganga to take bath. Okay, we don't have the facility. So we invoke Ganga's presence. Gange cha Yamune chaiva, Godavari Saraswati, Narmade Sindhu Kaveri, Jalesmin Sannidham Kuru. See, we have to invoke. So from that time itself, we are remembering Krishna and his pure devotees. So it will be as good as we are taking in Ganga, because we are invoking the presence of Ganga. Ganga will purify us. Okay, and as soon as we are done with that, then we light the lamp, clean the altar, then we do the Arati, Mangalarati, then Narasimha Arati, then Tulasi Arati, chanting. So throughout, then we have some household chores. We'll do that. Again, the Bhoga offering is in the morning. In the afternoon, Bhoga offering. The evening, Sandhya Arati is there. Tulasi Arati is there. Bhagavatam reading is there. Bhagavad Gita reading is. So Prabhupada has given a full package to keep us engaged. So that is what it is said, that while performing duties according to the order of Krishna. So what is the order of Krishna Prabhupada has given to us? This is how. So if we follow the order, all our material activities also will become very easy. Kadanchana smrde yasmin dushkaram sukharam bhaved vismared viparitasyat Sri Chaitanya Namamida. Okay, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami in Chaitanya Charitamrita says, Kadanchana smrde yasmin. Okay, when we remember the Supreme Personality of Godhead, what will happen? What will be the result? Dushkaram Sugaram Bhavit. Whatever difficult things, will become very easy when we remember it. And Vismrade Viparita Syat. If you forget, what will happen? The opposite will happen. Even the easy things will become difficult. To that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, I pay my humble obeisance. Sri Chaitanyam Namami Tapu. So what is the way? Even to make difficult things easy, we have to remember Krishna, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami says that Katanjana Smride Esmin. Whenever we remember Krishna, even the difficult things will become very, very easy. Difficult things. Because we are remembering Krishna. And if we don't remember, Vismaret Viparita Syat. If we forget, what will happen? The opposite will happen. What is opposite? Even Sukharet will become Dushkaret. Even the easy things will become difficult things. See? So how we can make even the difficult situation easy? Simply by remembering Krishna. So that's what here Narada Muni is telling to Vyasadeva while performing duties according to the order of Krishna. So according to the order of Krishna means according to the order of Vaishnavas, Acharyas, devotees. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, one constantly remembers him, his names and his qualities. So we can remember, by Nama, Rupa, Guna, Leela. We can remember him by chanting the Nama, by discussing, his qualities, his pastimes, like that. That is what here it is said. So an expert devotee of the Lord can mold his life in such a way that while performing all kinds of duties, either for this or the next life, he can constantly remember the Lord's name, fame, qualities, etc. So it is easy. We don't have to, it's not a Herculean task. It's not a Himalayan task. We simply, shift our focus from material to spiritual while engaging in the same material activities. It's not necessary that 24 hours we leave everything and only chant or only do puja. No, you be what you are. You be where you are. The consciousness should be shifted. That's it. When we are doing any material activities also, do it for the satisfaction of Krishna, as he says in Bhagavad Gita. Yat karosi dasnasi, yat juhosi dadasi, yat tapasyasi kaundeya, tat purusha madarpanam. Whatever you do, whatever you eat, whatever you give in charity, whatever austerity you do that as an offering unto me. That's what Krishna says to Arjuna. So the order of the Lord is distinctly there in the Bhagavad Gita. One should work only for the Lord in all spheres of life. In every sphere of life, the Lord should be situated as a proprietor. So we should always keep this in mind that we are not the proprietor, we are not the controller, we are not the master, we are not the enjoyer. This should be there in our mind always. We should never think that I am the doer. It's all because of me. Yes, we may be used by the Supreme Lord as an intermediary, as an instrument in performing certain activities. But ultimately, it is the sanction of the Lord that fulfills that particular activity. So we are only an instrument. So even in the material world, we may be in different position, social position, or familial position, husband or wife or mother or daughter, children, father, whoever it is, whatever position we may have in the material world. So all these positions are temporary. So situated in that position, we should do our duties befitting that position. A husband or a wife, father, mother, children, citizen, whoever it is, whatever position we may have in the material world, that position duty should be fulfilled to the utmost satisfaction of the Supreme Lord. So we are not proprietor. We should remember that. We are proprietor only for a certain amount of time, not for eternity. The house I am staying here, it's not for eternity. I may have to leave anytime. Okay. The moment the moment I leave the body, it's no more mine. It is occupied by somebody else, my relatives, my children. And any natural calamities happens. Where is the place? Some earthquake happens. What happened? Where's my house? Where's my land? Nothing is there. I have so much money in the bank. If bankrupts happen, where's the money? The share market collapses. What will happen? So these are all temporary. So whatever we have at our disposal, we should use it, in the best way possible. As I have explained in the earlier class also. Okay? Make the best use of the bad bargain. Isn't it? Remember? Make the best use of the bad bargain. So what is the best use and what is the bad bargain? You all know it. Right? Remember? Or you are not there in the class? Did I say that in this class?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, yeah. Mama remembers. Make the best use of the bad bargain. What is the bad bargain? The bad bargain is getting this body, acquiring this body. It's a bad bargain because we had Sachidananda body. We had spiritual body. We have compromised it to get a material body. Even though, make the best use of this body to get the spiritual body again by doing devotional service. So according to the Vedic rites, even in the worship of some demigods like Indra, Brahma, Saraswati, and Ganesha, the system is that in all circumstances, the representation of Vishnu must be there as Yajnashvara or the controlling power of such sacrifice. So whatever Yajna, even if we are doing it for the satisfaction of demigods, because they are the empowered administrators in these universes. Okay, they have been assigned particular portfolio. So even though we may be satisfying them for our material benefit, but the Yajneshwara, the ultimate beneficiary, is Vishnu. We should remember that. So it is for the satisfaction of Vishnu's pleasure we are doing this yajna, through the via medium of demigods. So that's why it is said that demigods like Indra, Brahma, Saraswati, and Ganesha. The system is that in all circumstances, the representation of Vishnu must be there as Yajneshwara or the controlling power of such sacrifices. That is why in Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna says, Bhoktaram yajna tapasam sarva loka maheshwaram suhurdam sarva bhudanam Nyatvam Mam Shanti Vichit. Bhokta. Who is the Bhokta? Who is the beneficiary? Who is the enjoyer of all yajnas and tapas, sacrifice and austerities? And who is the Sarva Loka Maheshwaram? Who is the proprietor of all the lokas?
Vishnu, Lord
He
Vishnu.
says, yeah, Lord Krishna. Isn't it? We are not the beneficiary of all these things. We are not proprietor. We are not controller. We are not master. We are not enjoyer. He is everything. But unfortunately, we think it's all meant for me. This world is for my enjoyment. I am the proprietor. I am the owner. I am the master. This is our false, thinking, misconception. So, Bhoktaram Yajna Tapasam Sarva Loka Maheshwaram Suhurdam Sarva Bhudanam. So, we may be suhrud to some people. We also have friendship. But we are not friends to everyone. Are we? Or can we? We are not and we cannot ask. Can we become friends of everyone? Even our enemies? No. We cannot become friends to our enemies. We cannot become friends to other living entities also. That's our, because why? We are still in the bodily conception of life. Who can become neutral or suhrit? At least forget about suhrit. At least neutral to other living entities, even to the enemies. Yudhishthira Maharaj was like that. Ajata Shatru. He did not treat anyone as his Shatru, even though he had many enemies, like Duryodhana and all. But he never considered. So forget about becoming friends with everyone. At least we can be neutral. So who can be neutral? What Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita? What is the sloka? Who can be neutral?
Self-realized is also.
Yeah, what is the sloka? Who can see equally with equal vision? Vidya Vinay Sampanne, Brahmine Gavi Hastini, Sunicheva Sopakeja, Pandita Samadarshana. Pandita, learned, Vipra, Samadarsana, equal vision. Irrespective of what body the living entity is covered with. We are covered with human body. Some are covered with animal body. Some are covered with bird's body. Some are covered with aquatics body. But the living spirit inside each and every species is same. Satchidananda spirit. Okay. So all such living entities, the learned people, Vidya Vinaya Sampanne, Brahmine, whether it's a Brahmana or a cow or a lion or a dog or a dog eater, they see everyone equally. Can we see like that? Have we grown to that level to see everyone in that equal position? No, only Vipra, only a Pandita, a learned person can see. But here, Krishna is saying, Bhoktaram Yatne Tapasam Sarva Lokamayeshwaram Suhurdam Sarva Bhutanam. He is Suhrud to all the living entities. Who can come to that level? Only a person on the platform of Uttama Adhikari. On the platform of Uttama Adhikari can come to that level. Krishna is definitely, because his children, everybody, whether it's human being or aquatics or birds or beasts, whatever it is, all Krishna's children. So he sees everyone equally. So, Suhridam Sarva Buddha. So here we should understand that all the activities, all the sacrifices, all the austerities, even though it may be directed toward the demigods, the Etnya Purusha, the Etnyeshara is Vishnu or Vishnu. Or the controlling power of such sacrifices. Vishnu. The representation of Vishnu must be the representation. It's not that the puja is done for the satisfaction of Brahma or Saraswati or Ganesha or Indra or Surya or Chandra or whatever it is. Ultimately, it goes to whom it should go to. Even Brahma or Saraswati, Ganesha, they will not accept it. They will pass it on. So they are just a transparent via media. Because we need some material benefit. We are approaching the demigods. But the best way is to approach the Supreme Law. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita. So it is recommended that a particular demigod be worshipped for a particular purpose. But still, the presence of Vishnu is compulsory. Although we may worship the particular demigod for a particular purpose, but the Vishnu's presence should be there as Itneshwara. The benefit of all the Itnyas should go to Vishnu ultimately. In order to make the function proper, only that particular function will become successful. So one should never think that the demigods are the ultimate recipient of all these sacrifices. So apart from such Vedic duties, even in our ordinary dealings, for example, in our household affairs or in our business or profession, we must consider that the result of all activities must be given over to Supreme Enjoyer, Lord Krishna. So all the benefits, the result should be given to Lord Krishna. In the Bhagavad Gita, the Lord has declared himself to be the supreme enjoyer of everything, supreme proprietor of every planet, and supreme friend of all beings. I just explained that sloga, Bhoktaram Yatne Tapasam. No one else but Lord Sri Krishna can claim to be the proprietor of everything within his creation. Only he is the creator. He is the enjoyer. He is the master. He is the controller. We should know that. The pure devotee remembers this constantly, and doing so, he repeats the transcendental name, fame, and qualities of the Lord, which means that he is constantly in touch with the Lord. So, because he is dovetailing all the activities to please the Supreme Lord. He will be able to remember him constantly. The Lord is identical with his name, fame, etc. And therefore, to be associated with his name, fame, etc. constantly means actually to associate with the Lord. So as we all know, there is no difference between the Lord and his names, paraphernalia, qualities, and leelas. It's identical. Unlike in the material world, the name and the honor of the name are not identical, different. Just like as I have always been telling, simply by uttering water, 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 will my thirst be quenched? Water, 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 water. Can I quench my thirst? No, because it is not identical. But simply by uttering Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. I get purified because the blessings of Lord Krishna is there. Krishna is dancing on my tongue when I sincerely utter his holy name. He is present. He immediately comes there and he wants to descend. Our glorification about him. He likes that. Now we are remembering him. We are glorifying him. So he'll be present. Because he and his name are identical. The best example is Ajamala's pastime. Okay. Although Ajamala did not call the Supreme Lord Narayana, his youngest son Narayana, the Lord sent his Vishnu Dudas, because there is no difference between the name Narayana and the honor Narayana, which is Vishnu. Although he did not mean. So Krishna has promised. There is no difference between the name and the honor of the name. Immediately, Vishnu Dudas. Narayana. How many Vishnu Dudas came? How many Vishnu Dudas came to rescue? Four. And how many Yamadudas came?
2?
No,
4.
not four. 3. Why 3? Because Ajamila did sinful activities, BMW. What is BMW? Body, mind, and words. Body, mind, and words. Manasa, vacha, karma. Okay, so he did sinful activities with his body, mind, and speech. So 3 Yamadudas came. And the 4 Yamadudas retrieved the soul who was bound by the Yamadudas. The 4 Vishnu Dudas, the 4 Vishnu Dudas were retrieved or liberated or untied, because the soul was bound by the Yamadudas, 3 Yamadudas. After the argument, the Vishnu Dudas defeated the Yamadudas and released from the binding of Yamadudas. And he was given a second chance. That's why there is a book called Second Chance by Prabhupada. In that, it is very clearly mentioned, Ajamala got a second chance. What was the second chance? How did you become pure and got liberated? He went to Haridwar and chanted for 12 years to purify his existence. He got purified and was called back by the Lord. He got a second. So even if we are not complete, we have not completed spirituality in this particular life. If we are very sincere, we'll also get a second chance where we can fulfill the incomplete spiritual activities. Then we'll be eligible to go back home, back to Lord. That's why it is identical. Name, fame, etc. So that is the reason, because when, for example, we are doing the Arati paraphernalia. So by mistake, we are, touching it with our leg or something, we immediately touch it and put it our head. Why? That paraphernalia, the items that we are using for the worship is not different from Krishna. Even the mat on which we are standing, that is used in the service of Krishna. We should respect that mat. Although we are standing on it, we should not just keep that. Okay, it's a mat. No. We are using in his service, we have to respect that. We should take it with the hand, fold it and keep it nice. So that's a reason behind it. So the major portion of our monetary income, not less than 50%, must be spent to carry out the order of Lord Krishna. It will be very difficult for us. This is given by Rupa Goswami. Rupa Goswami did that. Or whatever income he got boat full of gold coins when he retired from the king, the Nawab Hussain Shah. Full boat of gold coins, thousands and thousands of gold coins. So how he divided that? 50% he gave for devotional activities, 25% he gave to his family members, and 25% he kept with a grocer for emergency. You don't know what emergency will encounter in future. So what he kept this with a grocer. That time there was no bank and anything. So some reliable people will be there. He kept with the grocer. Whenever I need it, you have to give to me. So he kept it. So when it was necessary for him to use that, when Sanatana Goswami had to come out from the jail because he was imprisoned by the Nawab, the Muslim ruler, because he wanted to keep the job and join Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He is a very sincere person who is doing the administrative work of his kingdom, chief minister or finance minister, something like that. So he did not leave. So what he did, he bribed the jailers, the jail keepers. For that, he used this money. So Rupa Goswami told Sanatana Goswami, I have left some money, some gold coins in the custody of the grocer. So if you need, please use it. Somehow, when Rupa Goswami put in his resignation, the Nawab accepted. Sanatana Goswami, Sanatana Goswami, what he did, he very nicely sat at home, informing the Nawab that he is not well, he is sick, he cannot attend the office. So it is not 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, he is not coming at all. So Nawab had a doubt. He sent his messengers, spies, to find out what he's doing. He is very nicely sitting along with devotees and doing Bhagavata Parayana every day. And what is the excuse? That he is not well. Then he said, no, I cannot continue this job, so I want to resign. So, no, nothing doing. So he was put behind bar by the king. So how he has to come out? He has to come out only by bribing, because if you give bribe, even the jailers, those who are working in the jail, they will do that, some allurement. So then the Sanatana Goswami gave them one idea. Just tell the Nawab, the king, that this person wanted to go out for nature's call. From there he escaped, so that he will not be doubter. I mean, they will not be doubter also. So like that, they made up a story, and when he jumped into the river, crossed, and went like that. So that is so. Rupa Goswami has given this 50% for devotional activities, 25% for family, 25% for emergency. In our case, it may not be possible because of the present situation that we are living in. We have got so much of expenses and so much of desires. At least a portion of that, we have to decide that 2%, 5%, 10%, whatever it is. That amount we should use for one salary in a month. No, that's it, up to the individual to decide. This will be given as charity in the mode of goodness for the propagation of spiritual activities. You should go to the right hand, not charity in the mode of ignorance and passion. Charity should be given to the right people. Okay. So the appropriate time to the appropriate people. So that, we are also involving in this propagation of Krishna consciousness like that. And we can also spend money for our pilgrimage every year out of 1 month leave. Suppose we are all working, at least keep 10 days for pilgrimage. Visit holy dhams, listen to sadhus, spend 100% time in Krishna conscious activities, because the rest of the 11 months plus days we are involving in material activities. We may be doing spiritual practices at home, but still not exclusively, only part-time basis. But at least out of this 12 months in a year, 1 month if you are getting leave, 10 days you go to different dhams, associate with sadhus, attend all the spiritual activities so that we get charged, surcharged, so that the rest of the year, we can go very nicely in spiritual activities. So this is the idea behind that. So not only should we give the profit of our earning to this cause, but we must also arrange to preach this cult of devotion to others, because that is also one of the orders of the Lord. Okay, the 7 purposes of ISKCON, Prabhupada has laid down. So in that it is there. Not only we practice, we should also preach. Okay, if we are practicing well and good, nicely, but we should not be selfish. Whatever we know, we should also give to others. As I have told you earlier, each one teach one while being taught by one. Each one teach one while being taught by one. That we should. So we should preach. The Lord definitely says that no one is more dear to him than one who is always engaged in the preaching work of the Lord's name and fame. So in Bhagavad Gita 18th chapter, Lord says that there is no one dear to me, to the person who is preaching my glories to others. He is a very dear devotee to me, because he is following the exact instruction. This is what attracts devotees to me, because they are not only practicing, they are also propagating. That's why it is said there is no one more dear to him than one who always engages in the preaching work of the Lord's name and fame all over the world. The scientific discoveries of the material world can also be equally engaged in everything out of his order. So even the modern discoveries, the scientific discoveries, this also can be equally engaged in carrying out his order. We can use the modern discoveries also, the technology also, science, technology, everything can be used in the service of the Lord. Prabhupada was asked once by reporters, you are a sannyasi, okay, you are a renounced person, renunciant, and you are not supposed to use this all latest technologies, gadgets, this and that. Why you are traveling by jet? And Prabhupada immediately replied, because people are running after Maya, so I have to catch them. If I don't travel by jet, how can I catch them? So I have to use this. So immediate answer is there for Prabhupada. So just to save them from Maya, I have to use the jet. That's what he said. So he wants the message of Bhagavad Gita to be preached amongst his devotees. It may not be so done amongst those who have no credit of austerities, charity, education, etc. Therefore, the attempt must go on to convert unwilling men to become his devotees. So we should try. If they are receptive, well and good. If they are not willing, just leave it to Supreme Lord's will. We should try. Sincerely try. If they are atheistic, then we should ignore them. If they are receptive, we should cultivate them. Okay. Sometimes because of ignorance, they don't practice Krishna consciousness. Okay. So when we remove their ignorance, they'll become good devotees. So from our side also, wherever possible, we should apply this. Lord Chaitanya has taught a very simple method in this connection. He has taught the lesson for preaching the transcendental message through singing, dancing, and refreshment. So it's a very entertaining moment. It's not dry. We have everything. We have the best philosophy. We have the best kirtan. We have the best prasadam, and we have the best dancers. Who is doing dancing along the kirtan, and we have the best restaurants, Govindas. We have the best deities. Everything is best. So it is not just a dry philosophy, sitting in one place. We are enjoying also. Isn't it? We are also enjoying. How many festivals we are celebrating. Now, in the celebration means enjoyment, isn't it? So it is singing, dancing, and refreshment. Sumptuous prasadam. Who doesn't like? Everybody wants prasadam. So as such, 50% of our income may be spent for this purpose. In this modern age of quarrel and dissension, if only the leading and wealthy persons of society agree to spend 50% of their income in the service of the Lord, as it is taught by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, there is absolute certainty of converting the hell of pandemonium to the transcendental abode of the Lord. So Prabhupada's desire is that if all the richest people in the world spend 50% of their earning in the service of cultivating people into Krishna consciousness, spreading Krishna consciousness, what will happen? They will be converting the hell to heaven. This hell of pandemonium to the transcendental above the Lord. Not even heaven. Vaikunta. Heaven, still there is some problem. Heaven is within the material world. Okay? We may enjoy more, but still there is, Janma Mrityu Jara Vyadi. But Vaikunta means without any anxiety, no Janma, no Mrityu, no Jara, no Vyadi. So that's why it is a transcendental abode of the Lord. No one will disagree to partake in a function where good singing, dancing, and refreshment are administered. Everyone will be interested in singing, dancing, and refreshment. That's why a lot of clubs and parties, this and that. There's a weekend party, we'll go there, get together. Why? They want this. They want to enjoy singing, dancing, refreshment, chit-chatting, gossiping. So instead of chit-chatting and gossiping, we can narrate the pastimes, beautiful pastimes of Supreme Lord Krishna. It not only gives entertainment, it also purifies our consciousness. Other gossip and chit-chatting will pollute our consciousness and it will end in enmity. There will be fight between the friends, even the closest friends, because of differences of opinion, because of so many other factors. But when we discuss the pastimes of Supreme Lord, not only we enjoy, the consciousness, the polluted consciousness will get purified. That's why Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Matchitta Madgada Prana Bodhayanda Parasparam Kadayandasya Mam Nityam Tushyanti Charamandicha. When devotees come together, what do they do? They don't gossip, they don't do prajalpa. What do? They narrate the pastimes of Supreme Lord. They enjoy talking, chanting, discussing about the Supreme Lord's Leela. Paraspar. So that's what, here Prabhupada is also mentioning that. So everyone will attend such a function. Everyone is sure to feel individually the transcendental presence of the Lord. This alone will help the attendants associate with the Lord and thereby purify themselves in spiritual realization. So the only condition for successfully executing such spiritual activities is that they must be conducted under the guidance of a pure devotee who is completely free from all mundane desires, fruity activities, and expectations about the nature of the Lord. So this should be done under the guidance of a senior devotee who is free from all the anomalies. Okay. From mundane desires, fruity activities. So you should be a pure devotee. Then it is nice. So we should always have a role model for us. So we should go on their path. We should follow in their footsteps. So that's what Prabhupada says. Under the guidance of a pure devotee. So that is where the need of diksha or initiation comes into picture. Okay. When we take initiation from a pure devotee, definitely his empowerment will be there, his blessings will be there, and his prayers will be there. So we'll progress slowly. So no one has to discover the nature of the Lord. It is already spoken by the Lord himself in Bhagavad Gita, especially, and in all other Vedic literatures generally. So we don't have to manufacture anything special. Everything is given in Bhagavad Gita and other Vedic literatures. We have to just follow it. We are simply to accept them in toto and abide by the orders of the Lord. That will guide us the path of perfection. So how we can come to the stage of perfection? Simply by following the instructions given in the scriptures and executing them. Will come to perfection. One can remain in his own position, not necessary to change our position. Okay. Only a wealthy person can become a devotee. Okay. Only a knowledgeable person can become a devotee. Or only a handsome or beautiful person can. No, nothing like that. Wherever we are, in whatever position we are, in whatever varna, in whatever ashrama we are, everyone can become a pure devotee. There is no restriction. Everyone. So that's why Prabhupada says one can remain in his own position. Okay. To chant, is there any restriction? Only Brahmanas can chant? Others cannot chant? No. Spiritual activities, spiritual practices, anybody and everybody can do. No restriction. There is no restriction for chanting Hare Krishna mantra. There may be restriction for chanting Vedic mantras. We should have some qualification. We cannot go into the Garbhagriha of the temple and do the worship ourselves. We are not qualified. There are certain qualified people, Brahmanas and everything, they can do that, but we cannot. So for chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra and for practicing spiritual activities, no hard and fast rule we can do. So the only condition is that one must give up the habit of dry speculation aimed at becoming one with the Lord. Generally, there's a tendency for the impersonate jnanis to become one with the Lord, losing their identity. That is a condition. We should not have that in our mind at all. We can never become God. And after giving up such lofty, puffed up vanities, one may very submissively receive the orders of the Lord in the Bhagavad Gita or Bhagavatam from the lips of bona fide devotee, whose qualification is mentioned above. That will make everything possible with a doubt. So in Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna says to Arjuna, Tad vidhi pranipadena pariprasnena sevaya upadekshandi te jnanam jnaninas tattva. We have to accept a spiritual master. We have to get initiation from a spiritual master, pay obeisances unto him, inquire from him submissively, serve him nicely. Then we'll get the right information and the right knowledge by which we can slowly and gradually rise in the ladder of devotional services. That will make everything successful without any doubt. It's a beautiful purport. Hare Krishna. So text 37, we'll do it next week. Vancha kalpatarubhesha kripa sindhu bhyavacha पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो अनंत कोटि वैष्णव की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय, गुरु महाराज की जय। गो प्रेमानंदे। हरि हरि बोल। हरे कृष्ण।